Hi, this is Scott from Always Time for 9, and this is episode number 1 in season number 2 of our travel series, Golfing the Fairways Less Traveled. On this adventure, we drove through Georgia, Tennessee, Missouri, Kansas, and Colorado, and the title of this particular episode is 75 to 24 to 64 to 70 to 25 or 6 to 4. I'll let you think about that for a little bit. This could have easily been named the Crappy Rental Club Tour, the Airport Golf Course Tour, or just the Bad Golfers Old Men Working / Golf Tour. Let me break it down a little bit. One of my Always Time for 9 staffers, DC Dave, was selling his products at a gift show in Atlanta, and I was helping him with my professional sales skills. We decided to drive from Colorado to Georgia and play some golf along the way. The distance from Denver to Atlanta is about 1,400 miles and 20 hours of drive time. Multiply that by 2, and you get 2,800 miles and 40 hours of drive time. I can do this good math because I was an elementary school teacher. Plus, we were standing on our feet for about 9 hours. That's our excuse for being tired, old, bad golfers. Our senior bodies were just worn out during this trip. So excuse number 2 for our bad rounds was crappy rental clubs. Because DC Dave had to selfishly make room for his products in his vehicle, there was no room for our golf clubs. I think he just needs to get his priorities straight, right? Was this a golf trip or was it a work trip? Most of the clubs we rented were pretty bad, but that was to be expected from our experiences at smaller golf courses. You know the usual bag: no match clubs, missing a few irons, 2 5-woods, no putter, 1 left-handed club, etc. To our astonishment, when we played McCade Golf Course in Nashville, they did have a decent set. Lastly, 2 of the courses were right next to major airports in Atlanta and St. Louis. We felt as if a few of the fairways were alternate runways used for emergency landings. The above title of this golf adventure references to the interstate highways we traveled between our destinations. The last part of the title is well known to people of my age group. Yes, we are all senior citizens now. The following courses I'm going to talk about were played on this trip, along with a few others I've added from previous trips I've played along the way. The first one we're going to just talk about is College Park Golf Course. Just something there. We had 2 terrible sets of clubs and 2 really bad rental push carts. I think between the 2 clubs sets we rented, we may have had 1 full set. It's hard to say. I remember teeing off on the first hole with a 3-wood Prestwick golf club because I didn't have a driver. And the 2 clubs, they were the last 2 push carts that we rented. Mine eventually, somewhere along the way, got a flat tire and Dave's handle fell apart. So again, maybe 1 between the 2. The course was actually not a bad course at all. And the pro did say that later on he would be getting some new clubs for rentals. So give it a shot. It's out by the Atlanta airport. Second one was Heart of America Golf Course in Kansas City, Missouri. This is the home of the Tom Watson Golf Academy. We were really disappointed that Tom wasn't there to greet us, but the time we went, it was during last year's British Open, so maybe he was over there. So maybe next time, Tom. Nice facility out there. It's a teaching facility. We played the 9-hole regulation. I think it was the river course, but they also have a 9-hole par 3 and a kids learning course. Berry Hill Golf Course in the St. Louis area in Bridgeton, Missouri. We felt that course was a little unique, little funky, quirky. And we were standing on the first tee. It looked like the flights coming into the St. Louis airport could have landed on the first fairway. It was that long and that wide. Russell Municipal Golf Course in Russell, Kansas. This was on a prior golf trip that I made with some siblings. And this course is in the middle of Kansas on I-70. It's really very close to the geographic center of the United States. This was a stop for us. The people there were great, but the main reason we stopped is being a senior citizen and being on the road, I had to stop and pee. So a good stop midway through Kansas. We talked about a little bit about McCabe Golf Course in Nashville, Tennessee. We were a little bit disappointed in the municipal courses there. We actually stopped. Our first stop was Percy Warner, 9-hole course in Nashville. But we stopped there on a Saturday afternoon at 3 o'clock. They didn't have any rental clubs there, even though their website said there was. The gentleman who was running the show that day looked like he was more concerned about closing the place down at 3 o'clock on a Saturday afternoon. So we went off to McCabe, which was a sister course in Nashville. They've got 27 holes. We played the middle 9. They had great rental clubs. They were very accommodating. They actually wanted us to play golf there. And we played with a great guy, another guy named Scott that we've kept in contact with to this day. As we started into Colorado on I-70, Burlington, Colorado, right on the border, Prairie Pines Golf Club. It's just a nice small town gem of a course. This is kind of what I really envisioned when I started doing the 9-hole golf courses, is to find courses like this. It's just a good 9 holes, a good layout. The volunteers keep the course really in great shape, and we just had a fun time out there. So if you're crossing the border into Colorado, check that one out. And the last one on this video is Mountain Vista Golf Course in my old hometown of Fort Collins, Colorado. It's not the best course out there. We gave it a par rating, which is average. But you can play 9 holes with great views of the Rocky Mountains, and right across I-25, the last interstate on this tour, is one of the Anheuser-Busch facilities there. And you can go over there, and what you can do is, after 9 holes of golf, go over and try some Budweiser and have a fun time at that particular location. So that's some of the things we like to try to do, play 9 and find somewhere else to go afterwards. So that wraps it up. I'll probably have some other courses eventually that will be on this particular blog. And you can find out more about the course reviews if you go to my website, Always Time for 9. And remember, as you're out and about traveling America's highways and byways, there is always time for 9.